Latest on Super Typhoon Maria, which as of our estimates right now at 10 PM at Japan Standard Time on July the 6th has winds of 150 miles per hour and a pressure of 924 millibars. That's slight weakening since earlier, but it is still a formidable storm, and further strengthening later could be possible. It's at 17 degrees north, 141.3 degrees east. As at present, no warnings are in effect, although in Japan there are some emergency warnings for flash flooding due to rainfall that's currently occurring there that's not to do with the storm. Maria is expected to move towards the northwest towards the Ryukyu Islands of Japan, and there it is blowing through early in the week to come, and then towards China, and it could still be a major typhoon by the time it gets to both of those areas. I wouldn't look at that track there as gospel, because the track forecast could change slightly, but that's the general picture that we have there. It's a stage 8 on the CDPS, which is extreme, and it's got a rather large wind field as well, which may still be being felt time to time on the Northern Mariana Islands, but no official warnings are in effect. So this is what we're to expect over the next few days. No sign of the typhoon approaching over the weekend for any of those Japanese islands, but by the time we enter the new week, you may start to notice some more changes. Some rain brushing through the islands to the southeast of Japan, and then Maria moves on towards the Ryukyu Islands by Tuesday, and then by Wednesday, percentage chances there are higher than they were in our last forecast. And those will probably continue to rise as the confidence continues to grow on where the storm's actually going to go. We don't really know where exactly along the island chain it's going to end up, but it's pretty assured that it will go somewhere through there into the East China Sea. Sea surface temperatures are certainly going to be Maria's friend for a long time to come yet. This is what the models were looking at mainly last night. You can see how the CTCX was going for 165 knots. That doesn't look like it's going to happen now. This is the wind shear. You can see generally most of the models saying that there will be a little bit of an increase and then it will go down again. There's the rest of the parameters. You can see the track, how uncertain it may be, and then you've got the sea surface temperatures staying very high, and the relative humidity won't be an issue. This is how Maria's been looking in the last few hours. Those were the last visible images. You can just see the eye was getting a little bit less clear. It's certainly become less deep than it was, and it could be possibly hinting at maybe an eyewall replacement cycle is on the way. We'll see about that. But what is assured, what we do know right now, is that it is not as strong as it used to be, and 160 miles per hour was its proper peak earlier on today, but it could strengthen again. You can see it's probably stalled slightly there, which has slowed it down a little bit. More on the storm later. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube page if you're not there already. Force 13 on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page under the same name, and we're on Twitter. It's @Force13, our handle, if you'd like to follow us and engage with us there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron on Patreon, where you can find more information and rewards and benefits from that as well, with a big thanks to Jesper and Sven Bang for their recent contributions on the project. It's looking very good indeed, and we hope to bring more content in the future. You can also find Force 13 on Skype and my personal account, Fool13, at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.